Greetings, Coach Mashudu here. And I just wanted to say Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to 2023. It's an amazing year. I'm positive and I'm so excited about it. And because there's so much that one needs to do and to achieve, and there's so many goals that I'll be working on. And as you are coming through, say hi so that I know who I'm with. I've got Danisa. Welcome. Yeah, as you are coming through, just say hi and Happy New Year to you. And if it's the first time you are connecting with me, I'd like to say welcome to my circle. And if you believe what I'm sharing resonates with you and you believe people in your circles need to hear it, so tag them or you can just share on your timeline so that they can learn. And today's session is about what I've been sharing on my page, which is Transformation Coach Mashudu. And I'm so grateful to those who responded. And I know there are those who are silent, but they've been responding internally and they couldn't share that with the world. But for those who responded, I'm so grateful to you guys for engaging and helping others to start the conversation. And today's session is about just saying, yes, it's a new year. Hi, Spumi, welcome. So it's a new year and it's important that you find you. There's no point you just living on, just waking up and not being aware of who you are. And that is quite important that you find you. And if you're not on my Facebook page, which is Transformation Coach Mashudu, don't go there. There have been some thought-provoking questions I've been asking, and they'll help you if this year your goal is for you to transform and you to be a better person. And one of the questions that I asked, hi, everyone has joined and say hi, so that I know who I'm with. Happy New Year to you and to your family. Wishing you a prosperous 2023. And it's going to be so epic. I'm so excited. There's so much that I'm planning for you guys to help you to be better, to transform you. And I trust the products that I'll be sharing, they'll be adding value. So do tune in on my timeline and we'll be doing lots of announcements. And I'd like you to journey with me so that I can help you as we enjoy and transform in 2023. I'm not saying 2023 is going to be rosy. Life is full of challenges and we go through our winters, we go through the autumn, we go through summer, we go through the spring. But in those seasons, one needs to be ready for anything. One needs to be ready because we are not perfect. We are imperfect beings. And it's so good that you have people, your circle or your tribe to be with you. At times I just share with my clients and say, at times people are not ready for coaching. As much as I'm a coach, I am coached, and I had a coaching session this morning in terms of the business and what we're going to do and the things, the products that we'll be sharing from the tribe that follows me, the clients that we have. So it's important to have those so that I can always tap into the talent that I have. So it's so important that one delegates other things that they are not able to do so that they get help. And I'm so grateful for that I have that. And it's something that I learned in 2022 to ask for help. I'm a firstborn. I'm one who's always doing things, so I try. But last year, one of the key things I had to learn is to ask for help. I'm not sure what were the key things that you had to learn last year, but last year for me, it was to ask for help and use the knowledge of those who are knowledgeable. I might know something, but I won't be 100% knowledgeable in it. And it's so important that one taps into that because everyone, even if your life at the moment, you feel like you're not adding value, you don't have a purpose, you do have a purpose. That's why you're alive. That's why you're here. And allow coaches to help you to tap into those talents and gifts that you have because you're all robbing us of that. Because your solutions will be helping us, will be helping the world, will be helping your country for us to be better. So coming back to what I wanted to unpack, which were discussing on the group, and I'm not sure if you have gone there. I'm just gonna tap into my phone as well. I'll just reduce the volume in case someone asks me. So the other one is, it was about what are the devious behaviors that you have that you're not ready to show the world. The reason I asked that, I know when somebody saw that question, they were like, what the hell is she talking about? All of us were not perfect. We are imperfect beings. And if you've got kids, they'll tell you things that you don't do well, and you know them, but it's so good to understand why you do that and what makes you do that. So that is one of the things that I asked, and it was all about giving people a challenge and saying, go and ask your kids to to tell you what are the things that they don't like about you. Because if you've got kids or if you've got young people, they're able to be so honest with you to tell you what they don't like about you, and that helps you grow as a person. So go ask yourself, what are those things? So that was one of the questions that I asked, and it was yeah, I saw a few people responded. And another thing is, what are the things that you're scared of? And most people shared that hi Nomzamo, welcome. They shared that they were scared of dying and of leaving their kids and all that. And where there's death, there's always rebirth. And it's something that we are not ready to face as human beings. But when it comes to kids, the beauty is that when we came here on earth, everyone has got a guardian angel that takes care of them. If you are someone who drives, you have seen that if you are driving and then you say, I wish I get a parking. And then all of a sudden you just get a parking in a place that you never thought. And you go like, who did that? Because it's your guardian angel that you've been given to. This is an opportunity to allow that guardian angel to help you, because God always brings us amazing people in our lives, and also some we can't see. And that the moment you command, because your guardian angel is always there with you, just have to command and say, this is what you need. And that is what you can teach your kids. And I always tell people, if I die, and you still need to instill those values to your kids, I tell people, if I die, my kids will be fine, because it's all about instilling the values and teaching them how to connect with their higher self, how to connect with God, their guide, and their angels. So that is one thing we have to do. Because another thing that we tend to do, we always focus and we project the negativity and those thoughts. Our thoughts, they create our reality on a daily basis. If you were to think of what you have been thinking the past few days, is it really happening? So look into your thoughts. And they're very powerful, because we are powerful beings. Everyone is a powerful person. And another thing that we tend to do is what people say, bewitching ourselves because of our thoughts. If it's negativity, you're going to attract more of negativity. If you are sad, you're going to attract a lot of sadness, because there'll be situations that will be coming to you which are full of sadness. So look at your thoughts. Where are you focusing on? Because you're going to see more of it, and you don't want that. So that is something that we'll also be unpacking this year, on how to master your mind, how to be better, because everything, if you want to be successful people, if you sit with them, they'll tell you the key things that they do. It's all about working on their mind. Yourself, you want to start a business, you want to go to a new job. Where are you in terms of your mind? Are you always saying, no, they won't take me? When you're saying that, no, they won't take me in that new job, they won't take you. Definitely they won't. But when you start being positive, because we are energy, we're always sending energy into the world, you will see that. If you can, on my YouTube or also on my timeline, on my Mashudu Ketuembele, I shared the transition, how I transitioned from corporate to self-employment, and some of the things that were happening. And also my story, if you go to my YouTube account, go and listen to my story. There's his story part 1, part 2, and part 3. And I remember a time in my life, it's around 2018, I was so negative and there were so many job opportunities which were coming. And because of my ego and other things, I was telling myself, no. But deep inside, I didn't want those jobs, but I was being told, no, you need them. So even when I go to the interviews, I'll just say, yeah, I'll get the job. But deep inside, so energy never lies. What you always think about never lies. And even if I got the job, I don't think I would have added value in those people that I will be leading. So reflect on that. And if you want more detail, just go and listen to those recordings on my YouTube. Hair story part 1, part 2, and part 3. I still need to do part 4 and my transition. Then you learn, because at times we blame the world, but if you sit honestly, you're so honest with yourself, you'll discover that you were part of the problem. Because even when I point my fingers like this, the other 3 fingers are pointing back at me. So are you that person? So another thing is, what is the other decisions? There was a share of saying what is saying. Some said no, leaving marriage, or it could be leaving a job. For me, it has been also last year leaving a job, and some people it has been leaving marriage. So we are so scared because we're in our comfort zone. And when I share on my transition, it took me 14 years to leave my job because I was in my comfort zone. Each time I make a decision, I'll always revert back to the past. And that is something that robs us of our greatness and our talents and gifts and our growth, because we're not ready, because we want to be in the comfort zone, because the comfort zone, we know it. But how are you going to live if you're always in your comfort zone? It's the same even when you got married. You didn't know how the marriage was going to be. If you got that first job, you didn't know how, but you took that risk. So that is the beauty of us human beings. We need to continue taking risks, and that is how we grow and living in the moment, living in the present, because we're missing the greatness that God has created for us. So that is quite important. So where there's death, there's always rebirth, and there's always blessings. And at times, when you are in a sadness or if you are in a depressed mode, I've been in on depression. I remember in 2017, it's not a nice place to be. And now I also help clients who've got issues with depression. So when you're in that, you're unable to always be in the positive. So that is quite important, getting someone to help you. One of the things that I also do lately is to help people who've just gone through trauma, recent trauma. And trauma is not something like something old. It's like, even if something didn't happen to you, but you heard about it and you have got a strong connection with those people or that situation, it impacts you because it revives the other, it triggers the other traumas that you have. So it's quite important you get help ASAP, and I also assist with that when you need that. And yeah, you can send me a message if you have gone through recent trauma, because you've realized it makes you, it paralyzes you, because you'll be always filled with fear, with doubt, with regret, and not knowing what to do. And if you don't heal it, it's going to pile up. It's like an onion. So when you start the transformation journey, you start peeling off the onion and you start crying, because we're looking at that diamond that is within you. And another question that I ask is, are you downplaying what you have already achieved? That is something, if you're someone who doesn't know how to celebrate and you've been taught, and some of these things we learn them at a formative stages, that is when you were young, depending on your caregivers, how they raised you. If they didn't appreciate you when you are doing amazing stuff and people are seeing you're doing, you don't celebrate it, because that is something that you learn. So there has to be some unlearning that you need to do, because you need to let your body know that we need to celebrate. There's so much that even just being alive, we need to celebrate that we opened our eyes, and this year we're in 2023. And another question is, are your intentions aligned with your truest desire? If they are not, you need to do something. Today is the 2nd of January, 2023. you can still pursue those things. We need to get you out of your comfort zone, so do reach out. And what in your lives keeps you energized and motivated? So those are the things that you need to start tapping into. You need to start removing excuses. Welcome, Roland. So you need to start removing excuses and forget about the Jones, but forget about everyone is going through their own drama. At times we wear makeup and you just think things are fine, but everyone's going through their own drama. If you are fixated on what they will say, you're robbing us of your greatness. You're robbing us of the power that is within you, because you're a king, you're a queen wherever you are. You're highly favored. So that is quite important that you step into your power as you start this year, because no one will do it. Even when you were born, just think of that time. If you're a mom as well, when you think that when your child, whoever that child that you have, when they came, it was you and the medical staff that was helping you. And then we tend to go into life giving rent in our heads to people who have got their own problems, who don't even think about you. And that is something we learn. But this is the opportunity to start to learn. So I'm gonna give you this challenge. When you start giving someone rent in your head, start saying to yourself, I'm gonna charge them 1 million a day. So if that person doesn't pay that 1 million in your head, why are you giving them? Because they are owing you. So it's important that you call on the red ants. You know the red ants will come and evict people. So this is an opportunity to go to your mind and say, how many people are occupying your mind without paying that 1 million rent a day? It's high time that this year you hire the red ants in your head and you start evicting those people. Because whilst you're doing that, you're missing out on the opportunity of now. You're missing out on the opportunity to change lives. You're missing out on those ideas that God, your guides, give you so that you can action them. That is why I say you're robbing us of your greatness. And the other question was, what would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? People will always judge you. If you're a Christian, you know even the story of Jesus Christ, how what happened to him. People will always judge you. So what the hell? Why are you stopping to start that business? Because that business is there for you. And one thing that we tend to do is that you hear people always say, like now I've started with the clothing range, so you'll be hearing a lot about it, about the clothing range. We're starting the 2 to 8-year-old is the shoe do kids wear. If you haven't subscribed to my Instagram and my Facebook, go there, and there's some amazing content and you learn a lot about clothes. And something that is what I've learned is that kids at that age, they go through a lot, because they go through doctors, because their skin is reacting. They go through a lot of medication at a young age, and what is being put on their body, trying to manage their allergies, and the clothes that they wear is quite important. You don't just say it's a kid and then you just go and buy that material. You need to understand which are the materials that are good for kids, because those are our future leaders that we need to take care of them. And when they start having those scars at a young age, seeing all the doctors in there is so scary for a young child. It's better when you do those things at an older age. So we'll be doing a lot of education in terms of that. So one would say you're starting a clothing range, you're not a fashion designer, but the idea is there, you get a team to assist you. And you find that when you do that, because you have to lead, you'll find that you are supported, you're always supported. And I'm grateful to people, to the team that is assisting me with that project. And it just shows you can do anything that you set your mind to. That is why it's important you remember when you were born, the other people were not there. So why are you giving them rent in your head? Hi, Claudie, welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, it's 100%. So people are going to continue judging. They're going to talk about you, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends or anyone. We're always talking. It's in our nature because we're imperfect beings. No one is perfect. So we'll always talk. We'll always talk, even ourselves. You are always having that internal talk with yourself. So why worry why other people are talking about you? Because you always talk to yourself, mostly negative stuff, which we need to start changing. So that is quite important. And also, they say we need to we need to get into the energy of getting excited about life. Go and do bungee jumping. Go and do all those things that you need to do. And another question that I ask is, are you a good steward of your time, money, and gifts and talents? Are you? If you are not, it's time that you manage your time. I know that last year I've been preaching on how I'll do a class on time management. Definitely this year I'll do. But if you still need a bit of tips on my YouTube, Mashudu Mbele YouTube channel, go there. You can learn a few things on managing time. And all of us, we go through what we call the different seasons. One of them is the dark nights of the soul. That is what we say. And it becomes so sad in that time. But it's another thing of really uprooting and unlearning things that you have. So it's important each time and look at what season of your life you're in and be ready mentally, spiritually, and physically and emotionally. And one of the things that one needs to do this year, you need to work on your physical health. Because even if you can have that money, if you're not physically healthy, that money will just stay in the bank or someone will misuse it. So take care of your physical health. You don't have to be Usain Bolt. Taking care of your physical health, it's all about being active, even for 15 minutes a day. And you say the gym is very far. The gym, you can get a book or you can go on your timeline, like on YouTube, and just find a 10-minute low impact exercise and you do it, or yoga. But you need to be physical, because when you do that, you release a lot of tension. Because all of us, if you're an adult, we go through all the seasons in all day, because you need to be yourself, you need to be a parent, you need to do on all that. But in that, you need to be physically, mentally ready. And you also need to reduce a lot of stress that we go through. Something that I learned is that if I haven't dealt with the issue, I'll start eating. I'll numb the pain eating something, and I go like, no, there's something that I'm not addressing. So that is something that you need to be aware of. And then when you start eating, you release those stresses, because we are imperfect human beings. So it's important on a daily basis, we take each day with what we call the beginner's energy. What happened yesterday, it's fine. Let's be in the moment. And daily you come across so many things. And us being on our phones, because our phone, we can do everything. Our attention, we are seldom with ourselves. And at times we're so scared to listen to ourselves. When was the last time you heard your heartbeat? When was the last time you sat and you heard your heartbeat? And how many beats does it do per minute? Have you done that lately? So if you haven't, I challenge you to do that. Start getting in tune with this body, with you, so that you become better and you start noticing different things about you. In 2019, I did what we call Vipassana meditation. It's a 10-day meditation where you connect with yourself. And I'm going to go there this year again and just have a 10-day me time where I can hear my body, I can hear myself, I can hear myself breathe. I can feel the cold air coming through my nose and the warm air, and hear my intestines, my tummy digesting food. That is how powerful we are when we get connected with our senses. And at times we don't, because we've got so many things which are competing and taking our attention. So I'd like you to take that time, go and disconnect. And another challenge is just that once a week, just switch off your phone. Once a day. If you're struggling to do that, just say maybe on Sundays for 4 hours, switch off your phone and just go to nature or just go underneath a tree and just connect with yourself and see how you feel after that. You're just gonna feel amazing because you'll come up with so many ideas because there isn't much competing with you. You'll be able to hear the birds sing. Because at times I say, when you hear birds sing, you might be having a bad thought and you're saying, stop it. Just admire us and hear us as we speak because we are one with nature. So that is what I challenge you. Let's make 2023 an amazing year. Let's make it a year of transformation, a year of growth. And there are going to be obstacles, but in those obstacles, one needs to be ready and find your circle, find your soul team. And that is what I've learned last year. I've been surrounded by amazing team. And those people, they're not next to me, they're all over the country. And the fact that with technology you can connect with them, WhatsApp, get into the right WhatsApp groups, have that team, that soul team that supports you because you're always supported. And also connect with your higher gang, that is your God, your angels, your guardian angels, and be able to communicate because we are mind, body, and spirit. At times when we go to navigate into life, we always concentrate on the body. So this year, do the gymnastics of your mind, do the gymnastics of your spirituality. Because if your spirituality is dead, other areas are going to suffer. Spirituality is your foundation to everything that you need to do in life. It's that thing when everybody's so sad, is so angry with you, even if you can have the best parents, the best lover, best husband, best wife, and that day you feel like they are not right, you're able to go and connect with your higher self and God, and you can feel that comfort because we are spiritual beings. So that is what I challenge you. And I also would like to invite you. I've got a retreat. It's all about reconnecting with your inner goddess. It's an amazing retreat. It will be in Palito. There's already few spaces are left. So you can pay 1,000 rand as a deposit, and then it's on the 3rd to the 4th of March. And I can't wait to hold space and journey this with those. And there's pre-work that we'll be doing. So it's an exciting time. So if you're interested, do let me know. Send me a message and join us. To be in Palito will be next to the beach. If you haven't been there, just prioritize yourself. It will be a beautiful retreat. And I can't wait. And and those who have registered, I can't wait. And you might be. And remember to share this with someone if on your networks. With that being said, that is what I wanted to share. And if you're someone who's blaming the world, at the end of the day, it starts with you. It starts with changing your life. You might say you come from a family of where they didn't take care of you and all that. We all have got our own backgrounds and our stories, but we've got the opportunity because we've been given the mind and the thought to do amazing stuff. We've got the power because if you look at my hands and you look at yours, you can see we've got different. I would say the things are different. We've got different aspects. And if you go to numerology and you find someone who read your hands, they can tell you who you are. That is why we need to stop giving people rent in our head and getting worried about what people will say and judging you. Because when you've got a purpose, that is why your hands and fingerprints are different from me. So let's stop. And you might have friends who are doing similar things to what you want to start. You find that the thing that will separate you from them, it's your unique proposition. It's who you are, because we are not the same. So remember, you're a king and you're a queen in whatever you do. And next week I'll be open for coaching sessions, but if there's an emergency, you're welcome to contact me. Like even this week, I had to wake up at earlier because I had few emergencies of where I had to serve with people who had issues. Who had different issues, and you can reach out. provided it's an emergency, but I'm open next week. So I'm looking forward to that, to serving you and continue helping you, being a catalyst of change. And when you reach out to me, when you do the work, it's you committing and saying, I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to be different. I'm ready to be amazing, because you might compare your results to someone else. It's all about your commitment and your intentions. And daily, we are forever creating intentions. So that is quite important. Oh, before I forget, we've got a online vision board session on the 4th of February for those who are far away from me. So if you're interested, do join us. It's not a cut and paste. To those who have been on my sessions, they know it's not a cut and paste. The first 2 hours is to work on your mind. Because if you don't understand how your mind works, and also there's pre-work, because with the sessions, we also go do a bit of what we call fasting for 3 days, where you just eliminate any processed food and you just have fruits and nuts and water, because we need to be vibrating at higher frequencies so that you can tap to your higher self, you can hear God, you can hear your angels and say, this is what you need to do. But if you've eaten other food, you'll be impacted, you'll be tired, because you need to be energized when you do your vision board. And you see, by the time you finish the session, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can hear those. So normally the first 2 sessions is to work on that, unpack your vision board. And then the last 2 hours, it's all about converting it into a picture, because our mind sees in pictures, it sees in patterns. But for you to even do that, you need to start unpacking, start a journey, and then take your mind. And yeah, it's an amazing experience. So do join us on the 4th of February. So that will be the only session I'll be doing. And for those who are in Richards Bay, I'll be doing a face-to-face on the 21st of January. And I remember one of my clients says, when am I doing it in Cape Town? If there's a lot of people in Cape Town, I can come and do it. So just organize yourself and let me know. So I'll be there to serve you. And one last more thing before I go, I'm open for speaking engagements. If you've got societies, you've got clubs, and in your workplace, you feel like you need someone like me, I can assist, I can come and help with in terms of wellness, in terms of team building. Wherever you are in the country, I'm able to fly. So I'm not far away, I can drive. So if you need that, or you've got a wedding, or you've got a ladies event, you've got a men's event, I'm available. So do reach out, I'm there to serve. All I'm doing is just to serve my peoples, to be a catalyst of change, because we cannot do this life alone. So I'm open for that. And my number, you can WhatsApp me on 061 5183 So remember, don't forget the retreat in March, and then the vision board, and I'll continue announcing other things. We've got massive things that are coming that are lined up. So I'll just leave you in suspense. And sorry. I see also Dama Unleash, welcome, you have joined us. So I'm looking forward to this. So tag your friends. If you believe what I've just shared today, tag your friends, and on YouTube, just also subscribe and click the notification button so that you're able to get this as well. And also on your Facebook, also click notifications so that the notifications will come quicker, so that you don't miss out. You don't want to miss out this year. I'm working with an amazing team, and we've got so much lined up for you. And yeah, I'm so excited. I just wanted to wish you that, and continue. Yes, Chloe, it's going to be an amazing year. It's going to be an amazing year, and I'm ready to serve. I'm ready to serve. Yeah, 2022 are just the foundation, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful to those feedbacks of those who said, wow, you doing this self-employment is amazing. They've been able to leave jobs that they were not happy with. They'll be able to start their businesses, and I'm grateful for that. And yeah, remember, wherever you are, there are people who are watching what you do. Times when you're not okay, that is why you have to reach out to your soul team and say, soul team, I'm not okay. Hold space for me. Pray for me, because you need that. We need each other. Relationships, whether it's on job or anything, it's there for us to grow. It's for us to level up. It's for us to be amazing human beings, and is to learn and unlearn. And that is what I always advocate. Understand how your mind works, learn, unlearn, transform, and be a change. And yeah, all imperfect. I am imperfect. I'm not perfect. There are struggles that I go through. And yeah, that is why I've got a supportive team that helps me to get back and find that supportive team. It's the 2nd of January. We don't want to hear stories on the 31st of January to December of saying I was unable to reach out. I was unable to do that. And there's a beauty we've been given, our intuition. You might have issues of having bad relationships or people who were not supporting you, but listen to your intuition, pray and be guided, and listen to that inner guidance, because everything that you need to do is within you. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I wish you well. Let's have a prosperous 2023. Let's achieve those goals. Let's impact lives, because we are here to create change wherever you are. You could be in that 9-to-5 job, create the change because you are a leader. If you're a leader, you have been ordained to lead those people. If your life has been crappy, it means you need to go and do healing. You need to go to a coach. You need to do things so that you lead those who are under you, because they've been ordained to you to lead wherever you are, whether it's in a church, in an organization. Do the inner work and you'll see the transformation within your team. And it's all up to, and it's a privilege to go and lead. Not all people will be leaders, others will be flawed, but when you are a leader, it's a privilege that you've been given extra responsibility to take care of others. And you have been given, because it's known that you can do it, but you just have to get out of your comfort zone and lead those people. Because those you lead, they've got families that they have. And when you start implementing the tools that you're learning from your coaches or whatever programs you're in, you can see the change. You can go to bed and say, our revenue is increasing, our bottom line is increasing. I can see people are going home happy because they spend 80% of their time here. But when they go home, they still have that work-life balance and they are transforming. And that is what you need to do. So wherever you're a leader, whether you've got service providers, lead with integrity. And at times it's impossible, but acknowledge when you don't do right. Don't kill yourself just right and say, I wasn't right here, and go and apologize and forgive yourself. Forgiveness is so powerful. Because if we don't forgive ourselves and others, you won't hear your higher self. You'll miss out on the opportunities because you are so fascinated in that. And every day, you take it with a beginner's energy and acknowledge what happened and say, this is what I'm going to do differently. We are imperfect beings. You are not perfect. I'm not perfect. Always remember that. But you can wake up and and be a better person. And only starts with you, no one else. And no one is going to be there to save you, only you. And for others to save you, you need to say, please save me. They won't save you unless you ask for the help. But at the end of the day, it lies with you. Yes, I think I'll continue preaching, but I just wanted to share that. And I trust you'll have a lovely day. Remember to join us on the vision board and on the retreat. Let's reawaken the goddess within you. Let's make you look amazing, because when you feel good, even your surroundings, you can see you emit that energy of goodness of who you are. So, and this year it's all about that. Let's level up to greatness. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Remember to tag your friends, share wherever you are, and you are loved. Thank you. Bye-bye.